budget and resources really come from our tendency to get caught up with the thought of building an app or building the next killer app. And in truth, the investment costs and ramp-up time for building that killer app is pretty significant. And we quickly become overwhelmed by the thought of creating that app from scratch and integrating everything into our legacy systems. But with B2B, it's really best to start small and then scale up as we learn from our experiences. So there's no way that we're going to come out and build that killer app. I mean, it's possible, but the investment costs are very high there, and it's difficult to get that amount of buy-in before you can prove that you're going to have some tangible return on investment in that investment. So it's best to just start out small and have this approach of starting with a smaller scale and then building up. So that brings to light the importance of measurement. Now, measurement is a challenge in the B2B mobile marketing space because we tend to think of how we measure in the mindset of our website and PPC campaigns, for example, where we're always constantly measuring leads and conversions on our landing pages and website forms. I'll talk a little bit more about measurement later in this presentation, but the key is really to think about measurement in different ways for mobile because the interactions and the behaviors that your users are having on mobile are much different than the behaviors and expectations that users have via your desktop website or other campaigns. And the last three challenges here are very valid ones: lack of awareness, lack of experience, and legacy or complex systems. These are very valid challenges, but I think if we take the approach of starting small and starting with a clear strategy and how we want to deploy a mobile campaign, we can alleviate and work around a lot of these issues. So let's jump into it. Building a mobile marketing strategy. It's a huge goal to try and cover in this time that we have for our webinar today, but I've tried to do it by breaking it all down into 7 steps. And these 7 steps should at the very least start to guide you towards entering the mobile space and get you to start thinking about what strategy will work for you. And as we look at these 7 steps, I look at this as being a path from where we are today to where we want to go or where we want to be. The first 3 steps in this process are goals, assets, and users. And this is really about understanding where we are today, even outside the space of mobile, just in